guys, today's video is on this really simple glowy bronzy summery makeup look. I went super simple on the eye and just all out glowing disco ball. Robert. I went all out on the glow today. As you can tell, I'm blending the spaceships and satellites right now. Sorry, NASA. So this is like a typical go-to summer look. And I would wear this to cookouts and fireworks and just date night. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe if you are not subscribed to my channel already. If you guys want to see how I got this glowy, bronzy, summery look, super simple and super easy to get, keep on watching. All right, no shock here. I'm grabbing the Becca Backlight Priming Filter Primer because it is my favorite glowy primer of the moment. And then my favorite foundation for right now is Born This Way from Too Faced. My shade is in Warm Beige. It's a little bit too golden for me right now. I have some pink undertones, but we made it work. Once everything was oxidized and blended in, everything melted together well. And then my favorite concealer, the Urban Decay Naked Concealer in the shade Light Neutral, is going to go in my typical highlighting zones. You guys know the drill. I'm just fast forwarding through this. The center of my face always has to be nice and bright. And then I'm concealing my eyelids as well and just blending this all out with my damp beauty blender. Don't we all wish we could blend this fast, because then my makeup would not take me an hour and a half. I'm going in with the MAC Prep and Prime in the shade Light Boost, which is the yellow shade. I did feature this in my June beauty favorites because it has been a staple for highlighting for this summertime right now. Just in the same spots. I do not like to put it while I put my concealer on because I want my concealer to actually do the concealing job. That was English, I don't know. It's just a step that I take after my concealer that you don't have to do, but I like for brightening. I'm taking my RCMA No Color Powder and setting the inner part of my eye where I do tend to crease, just very lightly, and also on my forehead so I'm not too shiny, as well as my chin, and just sweeping the excess powder away. And I noticed it doesn't look like it shows a white cast here, but I feel like in person it does a little bit, so maybe it's just my imagination. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to set my eyelids with this so I don't crease and my eyeshadow stays put, because we're not putting a ton of eyeshadow. It's very important to set it with powder. I'm going to go in with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Sunlight. This is literally my favorite highlight of all time right now, you guys. Picking it up with my beauty blender and just kind of stippling this onto my cheekbones. As you can see here, it is so intense. Guys, it's amazing. If you want to glow and you want people to be blinded and have to wear sunglasses in front of you, definitely get this. Anyway, I'm just spending a little bit of time blending this out with my beauty blender, and it doesn't pick off any of your foundation. I've noticed it blends out super smooth and flawless if you do it with a damp beauty blender. I've also seen people do it with a stippling like duo fiber brush, but this is just my preferred technique. So stippling that on, and then afterwards I figured I needed a little bit more, so I smiled and put it on the apples of my cheeks and blended it backwards. Yeah, glowing disco ball. NASA, sorry, not sorry. That's what happens when you don't have a pencil sharpener big enough for this. Your boyfriend cuts it with a knife. I try not to cut myself.
Seriously, the wood's probably sharp, so don't push hard.
Okay. Doing what you gotta do to sharpen that pencil, right? Anyway, taking the Smashbox contour stick in the contour shade, it is super creamy and super pigmented. This contour shade, as opposed to the other ones, is more of a neutral undertone, so I absolutely love it for contouring. I do blend it out with a small duo fiber brush and just take my time blending and then kind of looking at all angles, blending some more, because when you contour with a cream that's a lot darker than your skin tone, it's very important that you blend, blend, blend. But I love this stick. I'm going to take my foundation brush and just kind of blend the edges together to make sure everything is nice and blended. And then I'm going to go in with, of course, my MAC Gimme Sun
My favorite bronzer for the summer, you guys know the drill. It is a nice warm undertone, so you have to be a little bit more tan in order for it to not look super orange on your skin. Absolutely love it though. So just taking that, and then off camera, I filled in my brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. For shadows today, I'm going in with this light shade from the Morphe 350 Matte Palette. Woo, squeaking like a little boy over here. This shade right here is like a light pink transition shade. Just taking it on a Sigma E40 blending brush and running that into my crease very sloppily. We're not going to go in with a ton of shadows today, so just kind of adding a little bit of depth and color to the crease here. Then I'm taking this more reddish brown shade. Trying to get my brush to show on camera the shade that I want is actually a struggle. And my camera kind of cut out, so I'm just showing you what I did here. I put this deep into my crease, focusing on the outer part of my eye and the crease, and then just blending everything back together with that original transition shade. And then that's going to do it for eyeshadow, you guys. Very, very simple, just a nice bronzy kind of easy look. And then I went in with mascara, if I could get to show you guys the correct way. Romeo Lash Accelerator. I'm just kind of using this for a quick coat before I go in with my falsies. And story of my life, every mascara I use leaves spots down on my cheeks, whether it's new or not. If you guys know a good mascara, you let me know. For lashes today, I went in with Lilly lashes. They are in the style Doha. They are literally my absolute favorite everyday lash. I probably wear this every single day unless I go in with a dramatic look, and then I tend to go with a more dramatic lash. But these are my favorite because I have hooded eyes. I've talked about them before. Now I'm just going to show you me struggling to put them on. And I didn't want these lashes to get lost since we don't have a whole lot going on. They tend to just kind of stand straight, so I like to fluff them up to make them look a little bit more wispy, and especially on the outer edge too. I am taking, of course, the Jaclyn Becca Collaboration Face Palette and taking Prosecco Pop and putting that on the backs of my cheekbones. This has been my go-to highlight for the moment. The Cover FX drops, and then Prosecco Pop on the back part of my cheekbone, which is a nice true gold, super shimmery highlight. Absolutely loving that. And then I'm going to take Champagne Pop, and I'm going to smile and put this on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it backwards. I've been getting so many compliments on my highlight lately, you guys. People at work, people in public, just asking me what I'm wearing, which is kind of complicated. There's 3 different things, but I'm telling you, this face palette and these Cover FX drops, oh my God, giving me life for the summer. I sound so dramatic, but I mean it. And then Champagne Pop's gonna go on my nose and my Cupid's bow as well, and my chin. And then I'm gonna take Max Nylon, my all-time favorite inner corner highlight for the moment, and popping that on the inner corner of my eye. You could use like Champagne Pop as the inner corner highlight, but I've been loving for the summer to go very minimal on the eye and have a nice bright inner corner. I love that look. Giving my lashes a coat of mascara on the bottom, probably 2 coats would work. I don't like my lower lash line to be too blank because my eyes get lost. And then for lipstick today, I'm going in with Max Gel. It is a luster, kind of a gold sheen. I saw this exact lip combination used by Amrezy, and she's gorgeous, and it looked gorgeous, so I had to try it out. And then I'm gonna go in with Max Oyster Girl, which is a pearlized kind of a lavender pink lip gloss, putting that all over my lips. And then I went in with Laura Geller's Gilded Honey Highlight, which is a true gold highlight, and I popped that on the center of my lips and then topped a little bit more gloss on top. And I didn't know what I thought about this lip look on me. On her, it's bomb, but she has nice plump lips, so it was cute for the summertime, but I don't know. I just set my face, of course, using my Urban Decay setting spray.
This is obviously the completed look. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. It was a super simple, easy look to achieve on your own. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful summer so far. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. You guys want to see how to get... This lip color looks better on Anne Reezy because she's got big plump lips. Just looks weird on my skinny wrinkly lips. See how pretty it can be?